Let me go and get the cat. Here she is. Say hello, Stevie. You literally have to pin her down to try and get a cuddle. Come on, Stevie, give us a cuddle. Like, give me a cuddle. Gone. I'd like to talk about denial in anorexia recovery, and in particular for the stage I'm at is denial of a relapse. The last year, I'd say, I have had a relapse again, but it's only recently that I've been saying it was a relapse. I was denying it. No, I'm fine, I'm in control. I have control, which is what I thought in my head, and I did not. I was hiding that it was a problem. So I think on some level, I must have known it was going on. I couldn't really not have done that. My hair was falling out, I was weighing myself a lot more, all my thoughts were consumed with food. I was getting quite boring, if I'm honest, which is a telltale sign for me. I was avoiding friends, avoiding social situations where there was drink and food. So on some level I must have known, but at the same time, like, it's amazing how anorexia can be so convincing and so manipulative, and that you just think, I'm fine, I just need to do this, or I'm not as low weight as I have been before, so I can't really have a problem. Yeah, the classic, I'm not sick enough, which does not exist. My psychologist told me that people with gastric bands fitted who go through quite extreme restriction because they can only eat tiny amounts, so even though they're still maybe obese, they can still present with anorexic rigidity and obsessions and thoughts of food and dreaming of food and loss of interest in life because all they think about is food, because they're not getting enough. So you can be restricting at any weight, you can be starving yourself at any weight. So no, I do not think that's an excuse for not getting help or not thinking you're ill, is that I'm not sick enough or I'm not a low enough weight. Just no. So I'm really lucky I have been able to get really good help. It's the same psychologist I saw before who got me to a really good point in recovery. But even when I started seeing her again, I was trying to convince her. I used to say, I'm in control. If I wanted to stop, I could stop. And I think this is when I really started realizing that, okay, you are in denial. So she says, okay, if you want to stop, go and stop. I went away and I was like, okay, I'll go to Costa and I'll get a muffin. And it was like there was a block, like a physical block in front of me, and I couldn't do it. And I didn't understand it. It's like something was there. It was like there was a wall and I just couldn't quite reach out for the food. So that was one block. Another was the weight. Honestly, I was addicted to losing weight again. I wanted to see that number to get down to the next one. And I thought, once it gets there, then I'll stop. How many times have I heard that before? And still I fell for it. So that's it. Once I'm there, I'll be happy, which is the biggest lie ever. I get there and I'm happy that I'm there. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. Buzz. And then what? Like, then the buzz just goes. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm there now. And if anything, my life's a bit worse because I've lost a bit more of my life to get there. I've not seen friends and I've got more and more consumed. So then I set my next goal, like, now I get here and then I'll be happy. So it's like constantly, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when. Another reason I think I convinced myself that I was fine is that as long as I was doing anorexia, I did feel fine. As long as I did weigh the right amount, I'd had the right amount of calories in that day, my food was laid out exactly as I wanted it, ate at the right times. As long as I had all my routines in place, I did feel okay. But a couple of problems with that is it's never enough. So what's okay today, tomorrow will have to be a bit less. Another reason is, like, where's the spontaneity in that? And I want to be able to go out for a drink if I want to go for a drink, or miss a day at the gym, eat cake when it comes into the office, eat more at Christmas. I don't want to live a life of Meg has to have her own set rules and her own set foods for her to feel okay. No, that's boring. And it was only really as I started to maybe challenge some of these things and realize how much I was freaking out from it, that again I thought, oh my God, maybe this is a problem, maybe I'm not in control. So yeah, all these things I think were just coming together and starting to be like, ding, 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 oh my God, maybe there is actually a problem here. Anorexia will never, ever let you stop. And I think this is what's snapped me out of my denial, is I've realized, left to my own devices, I'll just keep going. You give anorexia an inch and it will take a frickin' mile. It won't take a mile, it'll take your whole life. Oh, have you? Okay, I'm gonna come and eat now. I'm actually getting really hungry, so I'm gonna go and have some lunch. I think I'm gonna take the camera with me, which I've been hesitant to do because eating disorders can be so comparative and competitive. But I think if people are eating well, to me, it's actually helped me watching YouTubers who have a good relationship with food, or they're really trying, they're eating a balanced diet. So if you find yourself comparing to others and it's not helpful, just turn it off. But hopefully seeing someone eat well and engage in a good diet plan and weight gain will be helpful. Okay, so let's go make food. This custard actually comes from where I am from. Amazing. Okay, let's go. The cat is where I normally like to sit. Oh, now she's moved. Come and say hello. Hates being held and cuddled. Don't you like ham? No. I've actually not been making my food that much recently. After kind of getting through this period of denial, realising that I did have a problem again, and I did need to gain some weight. So I actually handed all food preparation over to my fiance. One day I'll make them fine, then the next day I'll think, oh, you don't need to have 2 slices of ham, just have 1. You don't need to put the mayonnaise in, just have it dry. You don't need to have the bread, just have the lettuce. So then I'm literally just down to what? Lettuce for my lunch. So just at this stage, it's been so incredibly helpful, and it's just kind of taken that extra element that anorexia can take control, taking it away from me. I've got a cat down here. Fiance, say hi. Massive myth of anorexia is that anorexics hate food. I do not hate food. I actually love food. As a child, always loved my food. Still enjoy the taste of it now. Food is not the issue, food is the issue, but it's not food that I dislike, it is just this fear of weight gain and this fear of food that I have. Don't be ashamed to enjoy your food either. Food is a great part of life. My family love their food, my fiance loves food. So yeah, if you can, enjoy your food now. Bad things be spread around, no, let it go, just turn it down. Oh my god, look at my cat. She sits like a actual friggin' human. Why are you sitting like this? So cute. About what they say. I don't even care about what they say. I don't even care about what they say. I've actually popped to get my iPad. I was getting a little bit bored. Just sat eating my food. Normally I'd eat with someone. I was getting a bit bored on my own, so I know we should eat mindfully and whatever, but no, I really don't think you should be eating mindfully with eating disorder recovery. I think your mind is the last thing you need with you. It's just going to be horrible and give you thoughts, and no, just switch it off. So I'm watching Mary Rose Howley, her recovery YouTube channel, which I love. I think she's brilliant. So I'm just going to keep eating and watch this. Either way, I'm coming wrong, can't tell me what to. So I do feel quite full now. I've had really bad stomach pain recently and quite bad like bloating and wind, which is horrible. But yeah, like actually sometimes in agony in my stomach, like I actually have to lie down because it's so painful. And it's not too bad right now. I think I just feel full, but which is a result. And we're having some friends around tonight, so we're gonna have a barbecue, and it's one guy's birthday, so I actually went out and bought a cake this morning. I have to show you this cake, it's insane. We have bought the best crisps in the world for our barbecue later, so we're just road testing a couple of them now. Brendan, are you gonna say hi?
No.
Say hello.
No.
He's a hungover mess today, so he'll say hello another day. It's something chocolate brownie cake or something. So we're having a barbecue later for this guy's birthday, and we'll give him that cake, and I'm going to have a slice. Some more ice in my drink. It's hot today. My psychologist always says like to distract after meals, so you're not just sat around thinking about it, and then it's going to impact your next meal if you're starting to feel bad. And even during eating, to be honest, then I like watched my iPad. We're getting married in the summer, and I'm trying to make a few bits and bobs for the wedding. Yesterday I went and picked up a load of ribbon and some little pom-pom things. I'm now just going to sit and make one of these things. Ah, there you are. You're saying hello. Look how grumpy and evil she looks. Oh my god, she's stood on my laptop. Get off it. Stevie! She's like the evilest cat in the world. Ah. So timid. Look at her trying to play. She's like, no. Oh no, I'm not sure about this. There we go. I have some kind of weird pom-pom ball thing with tails. This one here is my favourite. How nice is that? So I'm not quite sure where they'll go, but think they're nice for a wedding. So that was my first vlog. I guess must break that cycle of denial, because anorexia loves it. Like anorexia lives in denial and in like, oh no, you're fine, you've got control, or this will make you happy, you need this, you need to do this to feel okay in the day. Like, no, you do not. So look after yourselves, give your bodies what they need and your mind. Okay, bye.